So we are 10 days away from the most significant fight of the year between Devin Haney and Vasyl Lomachenko for Undisputed. Obviously, Gervonta versus Ryan was the biggest fight of the year. It was the biggest event of the year. However, Devin Haney versus Vasyl Lomachenko is by far the most significant fight of the year, at least so far. Whoever wins this fight, that's really going to change the landscape in the sport of boxing. This is truly a legacy fight. If Devin Haney beats Lomachenko, that's going to put him at the top of the top on the top 3 pound-for-pound list. On the other hand, if Lomachenko beats Devin Haney in the Super Bowl of the lightweight division to win Undisputed, that will be Lomachenko coming out party. And that will shift the entire sport. So there's a lot on the line. Devin Haney and Lomachenko are fighting for the lightweight supremacy. Obviously, they fighting for the #1 spot at the lightweight division due to the fact that Devin Haney is the king in the lightweight division. He holds the crown and he's sitting on top of the lightweight throne. Devin Haney versus Lomachenko is a fight between the most hated fighter in the world, Devin Haney, and the most beloved fighter in the world, Vasyl Lomachenko. Old media and the fans' biggest ultimate hope. Come May 20th, forget about Lomachenko home country, the Ukraine. I'm talking about Devin Haney own country, the USA. Majority of the people in the United States will be rooting for the foreigner Lomachenko and against their own countryman, Devin Haney. And I'm not talking about necessarily who they are predicting is going to win, but more so who they are rooting for to win, who they want to win. Devin Haney is going through what Floyd Mayweather went through, which is getting booed in his own country against a foreigner. This ain't a coincidence. Devin Haney just happened to be another fighter on the coincidental list. Nevertheless, I was scrolling by the other day and I ran across Elie Seckbach video. Now, Elie Seckbach is one of the media guys that are rooting extremely heavy for Lomachenko to beat Devin Haney, which to each your own, but he posted a video stating that Gervonta Davis is picking Lomachenko to beat Devin Haney. As you guys see above where he posted, quote, Lomachenko reacts to Gervonta Davis picking him to beat Devin Haney. Now, when I watched the video, Elie Seckbach told Lomachenko, I asked Gervonta Davis this week, who wins, Devin Haney or Lomachenko? Where Gervonta and his whole team said you win, obviously referring to Lomachenko beating Devin Haney. Now, when Elie Seckbach said Gervonta whole team, I don't know about that because Calvin Ford, the trainer of Gervonta, he came out recently stating that he's picking Devin Haney to beat Lomachenko and he's rooting for Devin Haney to beat Lomachenko because he knows what he's up against. He's against old media biggest hope. Calvin Ford was talking about how Devin Haney needs to dominate Lomachenko and hoping that they don't rob Devin Haney, because we talking about a guy that old media, ESPN, so on and so forth, they erased Lomachenko lost in the past. That's how much they like Lomachenko. They also didn't recognize Devin Haney as a champion when Lomachenko ducked him and falsely promoted Teofimo Lopez as undisputed when he was faking undisputed in order to avoid the Devin Haney fight. Additionally, I was extremely surprised to hear that Gervonta is picking Lomachenko to beat Devin Haney, according to Elie Seckbach, not because this is not a dangerous and a tough fight for Devin Haney. Absolutely not. In fact, this is a 50-50 fight. There's no doubt about it. Plus many other reasons, which I'm going to talk about in a few. But the main reason I was surprised was because when my reporter Skip asked Gervonta the same exact question, who wins between Devin Haney and Lomachenko, Gervonta refused to answer the question. He didn't give an answer, at least he did not make a pick.
Speaking of the fighters, who do you think will win between Devin Haney and Lomachenko?
Next question.
But he did say, I don't want to give Devin Haney or give that fight any clout, which makes no sense whatsoever because on multiple occasions, Gervonta did say, I want to fight Devin Haney next. So if Gervonta is sincere about that, about fighting Devin Haney next, then why not build up to that fight and promote the next fight, aka supposedly Gervonta's next victim, Devin Haney, right? Because that's exactly what Gervonta did against Ryan Garcia. We never heard Gervonta say, "Don't ask me about Ryan Garcia." We never heard Gervonta say, "I don't want to talk about Ryan versus Luke Campbell or who wins that fight. I don't want to give Ryan any clout." You never heard Gervonta say that. However, he only says that when it comes to Devin Haney, despite the fact that Devin Haney is the undisputed champion in his own division and one of the fabulous four of his time. The undisputed champion Devin Haney is Gervonta's ultimate rival. They have history where they sparred in front of Floyd in a doghouse sparring where you fight till you quit. And at the moment in time, they both at the peak of the mountain. However, for some odd reason, Gervonta don't want to talk about Devin Haney. That's what makes you question how sincere is Gervonta about fighting Devin Haney. I remember leading up to the Rolly fight, Gervonta told Ryan, "Hold on, you might have to wait because I want to fight Devin Haney next for Undisputed." But immediately after Gervonta knocked out Rolly, he stood up in the corner and looked at Ryan where he told him, "You next. You next." That's what Ryan revealed. Now the same scenario took place after Gervonta knocked out Ryan. Devin Haney was in the crowd. But when Gervonta went up on the corner, he did the exact opposite when it came to Devin Haney than Ryan. He did not tell Devin Haney, "You next." Keep in mind, leading up to the Ryan fight, Gervonta came out and told Devin Haney, "After I'm done with Hector and Ryan, then you next." However, after Gervonta knocked out Ryan, he did not have that same energy toward Devin Haney that he had leading up to the Hector and Ryan Garcia fight when he already had something scheduled. Gervonta got to keep that same energy. So if Devin Haney wins on May 20th, we want Gervonta to keep that same energy and talk greasy to Devin Haney when they both available, because Tank don't want to end up becoming the man who cried wolf. I mean, it's a bad look to talk greasy to Devin Haney when Tank has 2 fights lined up, when he already got something scheduled. But when they both available, all of a sudden, Tank goes missing, which that's what ended up happening last time after Gervonta called out Devin Haney leading up to the Rolly fight. Once Devin Haney beat Kambosos and Tank beat Rolly, Devin Haney came out calling out Gervonta, stating, "Let's fight." But I don't know if Gervonta changed his mind or what, because he's quiet. We don't hear nothing from Gervonta right now when we both available. Nevertheless, that's why I was surprised Gervonta is predicting that Lomachenko is going to beat Devin Haney, because when we asked him the same question, he refused to answer the question. However, as far as Tank believing Lomachenko beats Devin Haney, that don't surprise me at all. Gervonta have always been highly respectful and highly impressed by Lomachenko. Maybe Tank is seeing something we not seeing. I remember years back when Lomachenko was ranked as pound for pound #1 by old media. The main person Lomachenko was calling out, the main fighter Lomachenko was chasing, was Gervonta Davis. Lomachenko was calling out Tank heavy. However, Tank, on the other hand, he responded with, "It's not time to make the fight." Basically, Gervonta said, in a nice way, he wasn't ready. But Floyd Mayweather felt otherwise. He felt like Gervonta will knock out Lomachenko. That's why Floyd Mayweather went on Showtime and announced that he wants to make Gervonta versus Lomachenko fight next.
Gervonta Tank Davis. And if Gervonta Tank Davis win that fight, I already spoke to Ty DeBuff from Top Rank. We look forward to Adrian Broner. We look forward to Gervonta Tank Davis fighting Lomachenko after this fight. We know Tank fights in April, Lomachenko fights in May. I already spoke to Top Rank, Ty DeBuff, and we're going to make that fight happen between Lomachenko and Gervonta Davis.
A lot of news tonight. Got your promoter hat on
I
as
got
well.
my promoter hat
Thank
on,
you.
yeah.
Floyd saw all of the praise Lomachenko was getting, so he tried to capitalize on that. However, surprisingly, Gervonta came out claiming that Floyd tried to set him up against Pedraza. In response to Floyd Mayweather pushing for the Lomachenko fight. So clearly Gervonta felt like he wasn't ready because he kept saying things like, "I'm still young, time is on my side," and things like that. Then when Floyd recognized that Gervonta wasn't ready or didn't want the Lomachenko fight, he started repeating the same exact thing. That's why I said, Gervonta have always respected Lomachenko's skill. He always seen something in Lomachenko, which that something, ladies and gentlemen, is the exact reason why Gervonta is picking Lomachenko to beat Devin Haney. Nevertheless, whatever Tank saw, Devin Haney saw the exact opposite, because at that same time, when Devin Haney was only 20 years old, 4 years younger than Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney felt like he was ready, where Devin Haney raised his hand, stepped up by putting himself in position, and challenged to fight Lomachenko, where he made Lomachenko wave the white flag. Devin Haney was Lomachenko WBC mandatory, and Lomachenko was stripped for turning down the fight with his mandatory Devin Haney. Finally, 4 years later, we are getting the fight because Devin Haney, the undisputed champion, is willing to stay at 135 in order to fight all of his mandatories, from Lomachenko to Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. But it all begins with May 20th. We already got Gervonta and Charlo picking Lomachenko to beat Devin Haney. Therefore, we shall see. Without a doubt, this is going to be a historical fight, with the facts being laid out. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And click on the notification bell to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, TV. Peace. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.